Mm-hmm. That's the only way to get a job these days. Sup? It's episode 84.
I have people skills.
Okay, but you're helping me with this.
Excuse me. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
It's just a nightmare.
No more sharing. You don't get to say anymore.
I wanted to see if I could do 84.
Go on the live
This is Help Desk Nightmares.
It's like
This
87.
podcast takes a look at the interactions Help Desk and support techs have on a regular basis and the nightmares we encounter.
I don't know why I said regular basis, but I'm not removing it. I'm not redoing the whole intro again.
Do you not like the word regular basis?
It's like on a regular basis. Why? Why would I say that? Why was that
Isn't
part
it
of the script?
A double entendre or something weird? You're
What?
always together. What is
Stuff
it?
we go on.
What's
It's
that
the
thing?
stuff we deal with on a regular basis.
Got a blast.
Ooh, got a blast.
Blast on a regular basis.
Why does everything go down this route?
I don't know. Cody, you
Ooh,
said it.
Ooh, what
On
are
a
you
regular
drinking?
basis. Ooh,
Is
Four
that-
Loko?
No. Those things are sweet. No, this is just a literally ginger ale in a cup I got on a cruise ship.
Oh, fancy.
Nice. Like
Yeah.
what's ginger ale where you're from? Like what company?
It's not Verner's out there.
The one this is Schweppes.
Schweppes.
Oh, I feel like we don't have too many Schweppes
No, huh?
in this area.
I think you can get it, but Verner's
like
is from around here.
I
I don't
have
drink much.
to cool me off
No frills beer.
Aldi brand?
sparkling water. No, it's Atwater. It's Detroit brand sparkling water. So
Oh.
they get the water straight from the Detroit River. And I'm gonna die.
At least it's not
That
the Flint
sounds
River.
healthy.
That's the Flint River. That's when you would die.
Oh crap!
Detroit
that's,
River is
lead.
fine. It's gross and dirty, but it's not going to give you lead.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna give you something else, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're
Nasty.
saying.
You don't know what I'm saying? It's okay.
So what did we do this week? I built an entire website in a week.
Wow.
Okay,
For
we
our
talking work
business.
stuff or are we talking not work stuff? Like Mark's just gonna go on a brag fest. No,
I,
he did a very
I had to
good
build
job.
an entire website, and Cody and I are taking over marketing at our work.
It's
Really?
so funny that Mark keeps saying Cody and I, but I've explained to Mark that I have zero creative skills.
I can do that,
So-
and I can even write copy to some degree. Cody, I don't know anything about AdWords, so you gotta take that.
Yeah, I can do AdWords. I can waste $80,000 in a month.
Yeah, we have there on our old website there were lots of links. They were trying to direct traffic back to the website. So anything they posted on social media would be a link to something on that website. Those things don't exist anymore. So I got to go through and clean some of that up. Those posts have to go away. The funny thing, so we're using one of the social marketing tools, and it tells me every time when I look at like the analysis or analytics for Twitter, we have like 400 some followers on Twitter for the business account, but it says it's a top post when it gets one like. Because there's no engagement on Twitter.
It's the only post, and it's the top post.
Yeah.
Well, we have 700 likes or 800 likes on Facebook, and we get one like on every post, and it's my mom. She likes every single post. And now that I have the admin credentials to that, I keep looking and I get a notification every time something new is posted. This woman really likes your posts. I'm like, thanks, mom, for
Yeah.
helping
Good
out.
job, Cody.
So that's
Yeah.
Very good.
I bet you did that, didn't you? Nope.
So that's fun. So that's what I did this week. Cody, what did you do?
Why do you? Can you go to Dave, please?
Dave, what did you do? Cody always thinks I'm
What
going to
did
forget
I-
you, and Cody doesn't know what he did.
Let's see. I actually took a couple of notes, believe it or not. Yeah, look, see, right here on my phone. I watched the movie Rocket Man.
Oh,
With,
Ooh.
the Elton John movie.
yeah.
Oh,
Taron
not
Egerton.
what I thought it was.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, right. Well, no, it was it was about his loosely about his life. I read an article afterwards to see like what was true and what was not
Yeah.
true, and they said most of it was pretty accurate because it was made, in collaboration with him. So,
Yeah.
but it was cool. Some things were at a time, in the different timelines. And some things didn't happen exactly in a certain way, but I think it was pretty accurate. It was entertaining. A lot of good songs, a lot of different people singing. Like when they showed him imagining himself as a kid, he'd start to sing Rocket Man, but the little kid would sing it. So everybody that was him at other ages, teenager or whatever, was him singing, a song. So they had to be, I guess the actors had to also be able to sing when they cast them. But it was pretty cool. It was entertaining.
It feels a little bit weird to make movies about people who are still alive. Like, it's nice, I guess, to get their input, but it also feels really weird.
It kind of does, yeah. I wondered about that too. Like, I didn't read much what he said about it, but I imagine it would be strange for him to see a movie about himself when he, was like, "Hey, wait, I'm not dead yet." Like, that's the first thing you think of.
Well, I
don't
would
think
think
I'd like
that's
it.
a quick, good old cash grab there. I'd much prefer that they do it during my lifetime so I can use the
Maybe,
money.
Yeah, that's true.
Who needs kids,
And I also got my new laptop.
Oh, hey.
That's exciting.
It's the
Here, I'll show
Y500
you.
series, Lenovo?
There it is.
Oh, I cannot tell what that is at all. I'm so
This
sorry.
is, oh, it's because it's a terrible webcam. It's a Asus ROG.
Yep,
Republic
ROG.
Gamers.
Nice.
It's the Strix G. I read a little bit about them, but this met all the specs that I wanted, from the solid state drive and the RAM and the graphics card, and now I'm just installing a boatload of things on it and setting it up the way I want it.
That's awesome. So, Mark, do we need to upgrade our PCs to Republic of Gamer laptops?
I'm going to just
might need
let
to-
this thing die. I'm going to ride this laptop out until it's dead. Nothing is stored locally on the device. It's all on a hard disk and a solid state drive off of the device. So when it dies, then I'll get rid of it. But
I've been trying to sell
Well,
mine
my-
over the
my
past few
Lenovo-
weeks. Didn't go well.
The Lenovo's, it's really not charging anymore. I was at work today. I took it out at lunch. I was playing with it, and it literally, if I move the cable a millimeter, the thing just stops charging, and I can see the light. And I know exactly what to look for. I don't even bother turning it on if I can't get the cable. But I could plug it in. I could sit back and be watching TV, and I'll see the light come on, and I'll go, "Oh, I guess it's deciding to charge now."
You gonna scrap
So,
it?
Probably. I'm gonna. Well, now that I have this one, probably this weekend or so, or maybe next weekend, I'm gonna open it up and see if I can see anything loose in the actual charging port. I fixed charging ports a couple of times before in other models, so I don't know what's involved in this one. But I'll open it up. I mean, the worst case scenario is it doesn't work. It already doesn't work. So the new laptop actually has a second hard drive bay, so I might actually pull the hard drive out of my old one, put it in the new one. This way, all my stuff's on there. And just throw another solid state drive in the old Lenovo if I get it up and working again. So
nice.
go with that.
You like that?
From what I recall, if it's just like one of those, I mean, is it like this guy? I don't know if you can see.
No, it's the Lenovo. It's rectangular. It almost looks like a USB port. It's really bizarre.
Weird.
And every time I show it to somebody, they're like, "What the hell is that?" That's my freaking charging cable, and it's.
I was gonna say maybe there's like the port you can buy and just plug it in or something or solder it in and save you a couple bucks, or even just give the laptop to your kid or something. But
yeah.
that's
That's the plan. I want to try to keep it up and running. I don't like letting when something dies. I like to try to see if I can, I don't know, fix it. Or I had my
Fake news.
It's fake, completely fake. Fake laptop ports. The laptop I'm on right now with Skype and all that is an old laptop that was given to me that I fixed and threw Windows 10 on it, and it's running great. I use it for the voiceover stuff. I use it for Skype. I use it for the podcast. So I saved this one. I want to save the other one too.
Nice. I have two dead Lenovo's in my desk right now. That because I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it. Maybe someday I'll be smart enough to actually fix it, but I have not been.
One of Cody's favorite things to say is nice.
Nice.
I'll
or,
say, like,
hey there.
Yeah, he'll say hey there when he's
Awesome.
greeting someone, but I'll say something that I just finished an entire website in 1 week, and Cody will say, all he'll say is nice.
What is Mark looking for there? What should I
Or
say?
or I'll say I just
like-
got all of the social media accounts because they were created by the marketing company that we don't work with anymore. I got them all for us so we can edit them, and Cody will say nice. And that's it.
What I'm going to start doing is just
be fair.
responding. Okay. That's typically how people respond to me, like what Mark responds to me if I try to do something like that. I'll be like, yeah, Mark, I did this. He says, okay. Or he does ... because he's ashamed. That's Mark's shame noise.
I'm ashamed, or I'm shaming you.
Both. You're ashamed of me, and you're shaming me all in the same little 3 dots.
Cody, what did you do this week? Since you've had so much
Um,
time to think about it now.
Had a bonfire at my place on Saturday. Nothing caught on fire. I had 2 fire extinguishers ready and a hose just in case because fire's been attracted to my body for some reason.
To your
Uh,
body.
Cleaned up the house a bit.
kinky.
I am trying to sell or trade my Lenovo away, and someone offered me a 3-wheeler. Thinking
Weird.
I'm gonna take it because, like, with a
3-wheeler?
3-wheeler, you know what? Stop putting those dots in the Twitch. That's not very nice.
Fire! There's a fire!
I feel like there's so much shame from our listeners and viewers right now on the Twitch stream.
Trying to figure out how to get these, like, because I've got 2 keyboards. I've got a keyboard and wireless mouse for the computer that has our agenda. I guess it's not agenda. It's not a script. Our outline. It has our outline on it,
Yes.
and it's dealing with OBS and Skype because that needs to be separate from the one that's recording, or everything falls to shit. So anyway, I've got another keyboard and mouse for that other laptop. So I'm trying to make room so that I can have the tablet right next to me, so I don't have to like reach way up next to the webcam to hit a button. Fire! There's a fire! Like that.
There better not be a fire.
I hope not.
So if I get the 3-wheeler, can I brand it with?
Do you mean a tricycle?
Hot Wheels. No, it's
When does it become a 3-wheeler? That's a good point. It definitely has a motor on it, and I'm pretty sure those tip all the time. But I think I'm gonna brand it with Help Desk Nightmares. I'm just gonna put HDN all over it, and if I die in it, I get workers' comp.
Maybe. You should get a
Nice.
Segway. Nice.
I wish I could get a Segway. Those are expensive. Have you ever ridden on a Segway?
No.
Either of you?
Did you know it was not the man who created the Segway, but the owner of the Segway fell off of a cliff or something and died while riding a
the
Segway?
Oh my God, I don't mean to laugh, but wow.
You like that?
Yeah, you went
Guy?
off a cliff. I noticed we're all wearing black shirts today.
Hey.
Yeah, we coordinated. The black shirt day went out. Mark's not showing his muscles today.
It's not Guns Out Day today.
I don't know if you can read this.
Oh. Do you do that at work? You just show people your shirt that says, "No, I will not fix your computer."
I wish I could. That'd be great.
Oh man, I show them my shirt and nothing happens.
I went in on a Saturday once and I think I wore it. Got a couple of Snickers, but that was about it.
Like candy bars?
Yes.
Ooh, dang, that's good. I'm gonna go to work on a Saturday all the time.
Snickers is
Exactly.
okay as far as candy bars go. So here's the thing. I misidentified over the past 2 weeks. Our patron, Cayman, is not a producer level patron. Cayman is a Mark's friend level patron, which is the highest tier. Producer is the middle tier. He still gets
Thank you, Cayman.
Cayman
Nice.
Cody still gets the credit as a producer of the show, but it's a Mark's friend level patron, and I only realized that today because we have a new Mark's friend level patron. So he's in the Twitch chat. I'm just gonna say at the end of the thing, it just says, well, he'll hear it at the end. It doesn't just say his full name, which Patreon does. I don't know if he wants me to say his full name, and it's too late because I don't do that live. So I just say I say his first name and then AKA, because we all know it's Mr. Hanakna is our Mark's friend level patron. So he and Cody, I don't think Cody or Dave has joined the Discord yet, but I sent you both.
have to invite us.
I did. I emailed you the link.
I got it.
You emailed. Hold on, I'm gonna join it right now.
I actually have Discord on another email account, and I wanted to make one special for Help Desk Casey. So I
You
can
don't want
use
it to be your full name and social security number? Weird.
That is weird. I mean, call me crazy.
Call me maybe. I don't know how Discord works, but I know that
It
I
just
sent
works.
the
I don't
link.
know how it works either, but it works better than Skype.
Yeah, I was looking at it on my phone, and I'm like, I'm in a room, and then I'm looking at someone's profile. I'm like, how did that come on my screen? And then I get invites from bots and stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh! Yep.
Yeah.
It
Ooh,
sounds like you're on
bots. That
Facebook.
sounds exciting.
It's really weird. My son uses it constantly on his desktop and his phone, so he's always in there with his friends, and you can chat audio, video, or text.
I
And he's in there all
received
the
it.
time. So any kind of any kind of Discord question, I'm going to go to him. He's my expert, my pro.
I don't know how to tell if anyone has joined the server. I don't even know if I set it
No,
up
so it's
right.
on the
So
right.
someone will tell me.
I at least know how to do this. Or no, you're using mobile, so I have no idea how to do it.
I have no idea what.
On
Oh,
the right on the
welcome-
desktop app,
welcome,
it shows
full
who
name of
who's
Cody.
online at that time and who's actually in the voice channel. I'm in the voice channel now. If anyone wants to hang out,
And talk to you in the
Um,
voice channel.
yeah.
Do we have a voice channel? Oh wait, general voice channels.
Why did Mark the post? Why did you choose the photo you did?
That's from that app. That's from
It's
that
just
app.
old people, Mark.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Cody, you'll have to figure out how to set it. Should it have a voice channel? I don't know anything about it, so you have to figure it out.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I need to get out.
Mr.
Knock
Hanakna
is gonna-
joined.
No, I jumped out.
It still says your
He-
full name.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh, you mean
right,
of the voice
that's what you
channel?
get for $10 a month. You get to know my full name. But Mr. Hanakna was getting ready to join that voice channel. It would have been really awkward had I been podcasting and listening to him at the same time.
At
Why
the
would
same
that be
exact
awkward?
time.
That'd be fun. That's what you get when you're a Mark's Friend level patron. So I reshuffled. So at the Mark's Friend level, there's only 2 of Mark's Friends in all of the podcast world. Dave, I guess, counts, and Jay counts, but they're not that level patron. And so I reshuffled what the tiers are because Cody will never create the podcast called Chubby People Eating Cheese that I bought him a domain for. But so that Mr. Knocknaw will get a shout out as a producer of the podcast. And now I have to upload my bonus content because we have a real patron in addition to Cody on that level. So what that means is the reshuffling is like this. The $1 support level a month gets you early episode access. So I'll upload that at least by Friday because these guys get me their audio and I just
Nice.
haven't had a reason to upload it before Sunday. So I'll edit it and upload it on Sunday, but now I have a reason. So everybody can get it. If you're a $1 level, you can get an early episode access. So before everybody else, you'll get a shout out the first week following your patronage. So this is the shout out for Mr. Hanakna. The other person who's on the support level already got theirs. I'm not going to say it again because that would be lame. And you can get YouTube access to our Twitch stream archive. So I remember to export it to YouTube and then post to Patreon so you can watch that, go back and watch that. There's not every single one that ever recorded because 1, we didn't always stream to Twitch, and 2, I did not remember to export them before the 14 days expired. So some of them are not on there, but a bunch of them are. The last 10, I think at least, are, and some earlier ones than that. $5 producer level gets you all of that stuff, and I'll say that you're a producer of the show every week, and you can have my weekly bonus video. I haven't put any out yet, but I'll put the first one out this week. And then the Mark's Friend level gets you all of that too, and access to our Discord chat. Cody will talk to you with his voice if you want, apparently, and you can guest spot on an episode of your choosing if you want. I don't know. It probably won't be the one where I go to Idaho because I don't know how much technology they can handle out there, but there you go.
Ooh, wow, like they're an old time.
Yeah, they're probably on dial-up out there. Jay can tell us
that's why
if they
it
are or
takes
not.
so long to get an episode out.
Yeah. That's why Annie hasn't uploaded. The dial-up is taking too long. Shout out to Annie.
Yeah, we love Annie.
So that's what
that
you
was
get.
brutal,
If you
Mark.
want to give us Patreon money, you can. You don't have to. I will always pay for this as long as I want to keep doing the podcast, and
You
then
can,
it'll just
you can
stay up
use
there
real
forever.
money and
Yeah,
real money to pay for Patreon money too. Like just throw cash at Mark.
yeah.
If you
Cash
find him
is
in
fine.
person, give him a 20.
You won't
Help 'em
because
out.
nobody. I don't think anybody nearby listens except the people we work with.
And Cody's mom.
Yeah. Does your mom listen to the podcast, Cody?
No, I don't think she knows what a podcast is. I think
Oh.
no, I hope not. She should not listen to podcasts. She should not start her
yeah.
own podcast. It'd be her venting for 3 hours every day.
Cool. So this Reddit story. Oh, this week is for Dave and Cody, and you'll see why.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Philanthropic
I'm
Coffee.
glad it's for us.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, Philanthropic Coffee writes, I used to work in tech support for a secondary school in the UK. Teachers can be a real mixed bag. Some of them are a pleasure to work with, considerate, humble, intelligent, if not technically literate. Some, not so much. Our email service had recently migrated to a new solution, and I created a 4-step process to guide staff through the new sign-in screens. One member of staff, the RE teacher, not sure what that means, wanted me to personally guide her through the process. Seeing as I had a little bit of time to kill and she was next door, I obliged. It would take 20 seconds. Or so I thought. The first thing she did when looking at the 4-step instruction page was to point to step 2 and ask, is this where I start? God help the students at that school.
Wow.
Religious education.
Oh, cool.
I thought it was remedial education.
I know. That's what I would have thought, so I didn't guess.
I thought it was PE misspelled.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been a rough one to misspell.
Yeah.
Crookshank's mom wrote this.
Sure.
I work in a school helping teachers integrate technology into their classrooms. Statewide testing, those bubble tests we all took each year, is now being done through computers, so we had to train many of them on how to log in, set up the test, and test their students. I had to work with one teacher who had to give a computer test and a paper test. I showed her everything for the computer test, and she was able to get the gist of it. I then gave her the paper test, which should not have been too difficult because it's the same every year. She then asked me, "Wait, what's the password for the paper test? Is it the same as the computer password?" And
the answer's yes. Just tell them yes.
One more is Laliet L4 writes. I'm going to try to remember because they put like K for the Karen is the teacher's name and TP is tech partner. So I'm going to try to read that as I go along.
Okay.
During the summer, some of the teachers are still working and have to do some things to make the next year start out without a hitch. Well, at one of the elementary schools we service, there's a teacher with a reputation of making someone's day terrible by just a word. The ticket we got was to replace her smartboard that had failed the last week of school, and so tech partner and I both go to the school and replace the 75-pound board. We're having a little difficulty, and Karen's in the room with us, so we ask for help. She rudely declines. Great, so we have to manhandle this board by ourselves and mount it on these pegs that are actually quite large and help the process, and we get the board hung and everything went swimmingly. Or so I thought. 2 weeks later, Karen puts in a ticket that she couldn't get her laptop screen on the projector. As this was a simple job, I went without my technical partner and thought it would be a simple plug this in and mess with some settings. Geez, was I wrong. She starts complaining that the board was tacky and didn't match the wall. It's literally a whiteboard with a gray outline and it's mounted on a wall. Tacky. So I go over her settings and completely ignoring the fact she pointed out something I couldn't change and got the screen working. I left shortly after diagnosing the problem and made it back to my headquarters successful until my boss came down to me. It's a multi-level structure and he seems a little agitated that she put a bad comment on the ticket because I, quote, ignored her. Let's just say it's been 2 years since I worked there, and boy, am I glad I quit because I had so many issues with the way some of the other techs talked to me and that I couldn't make any money during the school year. So I picked up another job.
Wow.
Good job, Karen.
Yeah, really.
Mark, wasn't that story a little bit related to you?
In what way?
In that people think, or people sometimes don't like you?
Oh, I don't
Because they
care.
think you
I don't
like
care
them?
about that because I've been there 7 times longer than most of them will last.
You got them!
Got him. I don't know what Mr. Hanakna sent these emoticons or emojis.
He's memeing. He's straight memeing. Hurts me.
I minimized
So-
the Twitch. There it is.
Question before we go on. If beer is not pasteurized, will I die? Is it like milk or
I don't
cheese?
understand.
I mean,
It's-
what is there to
Beer says
pasteurize?
it's not pasteurized, and I thought
Pasteurization is
kills germs.
I mean, yeah, it's a process to deal with that. I don't know. I don't
They
ever
get
look for
gassy.
pasteurization in a beer. So
I've
you're
never
probably
heard
gonna
of
be
that,
fine.
so.
Okay, well, it's just they're bragging that it's never pasteurized. It's unfiltered, whatever that means.
Maybe it's fresher that way and has a shorter shelf life. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah, that's probably what, it goes bad faster and it saves them money.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what my favorite thing is that almost just happened and that would have been horrible. I have not installed this Windows update on the laptop that's recording the audio, and it
If it
keeps telling
rebooted?
me no, and it popped up on the screen. And if I had not been looking, I might have like hit spacebar or something. I just told it just now to remind me later instead of restarting now, but that could have been bad. Would have had to do a
Disaster.
halfway to Thundertown and pull the audio from Twitch. So
Ooh,
or
man.
Drunken, was it Drunken Arcanauts? I mostly say that because
Yeah.
Jay's in the chat. So
Yeah, it was drunken, but I couldn't even notice the difference, to be honest.
yeah, because it's so terrible as.
Oh my
normally
gosh,
anyway.
Mark. You're not gonna have a couch to sleep on when you go out there.
It's not a couch. I'm staying in a spare bedroom. They'll hear that
Oh.
in about 10 seconds. Okay, so I have a change for the quiz game this week. I have 4 questions I'll ask each of you, and then if there's a
Okay.
tie, I'll ask the last one. I might ask the last one anyway, and you can buzz in with your name. But you don't have to buzz in with your name. So I'll ask Cody. I'll ask you the first four.
No, that's
and
gonna
however,
make me look really dumb.
yeah, I'll ask you the first four, and however many you get right, we'll pit that against Dave. I'll ask you the next four, and how many he gets right. We'll
So
see
we
if
have
there's a
9
tie.
questions.
Yes, it's not questions per se. I'll read the story, and you can figure out what I'm looking for. So let's see.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Oh, there we go. Was that a little
I don't know if
late?
I have enough music for all of this, but okay. So reports say the White House has drafted an order, Cody, putting this organization in charge of monitoring social media. The order is called Protecting Americans from Online Censorship, that would give the federal this committee oversight of how Facebook, Twitter, and other tech companies monitor and manage their social networks.
How many guesses do I get?
1.
The NSA.
Incorrect. FCC.
FBI, CIA.
One researcher this week found out that these apps send user or device data to third-party data analytics companies, often to monetize your information without your explicit consent. Instead, bearing the details in their privacy policies, these apps are intended to cut down on spam as telecom companies try to fight the very same thing, albeit somewhat unsuccessfully. What kind of apps are these?
Free apps.
Free? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, freemium or free.
Incorrect. Robocall blocking apps.
What?
A collision.
This is so specific, Mark.
Yeah, a collision at sea has prompted the Navy to... These are all news from this week. A collision at sea has prompted the Navy to replace this with more traditional mechanical controls. The USS John McCain and an oil tanker in August of 2017 crashed and killed 10 and injured 58 more. The investigation that was performed found that the sailors simply didn't know how to navigate the craft due to lack of training and documentation. What was replaced by mechanical controls by the Navy?
It controls the steering wheel.
No, touchscreen display. One software engineer is trying out a new way to unlock and start her Tesla Model 3. In order to biohack her body, she injected an RFID chip into this location, turning her body into the key to her vehicle.
Her wrist?
Close, I'll give you it. Her arm.
Oh, see, Dave would have got that wrong too. That was, whoosh. I got one
So
right.
Cody
Okay,
got
Dave, good
one.
job. Hold on.
Cody.
Now, Dave's aren't going to be like, how do you spell cat?
No, these are all news, tech news from the past week. Yeah,
haven't
Mr.
listened to tech news.
Hanakna got
gotta do
arm
homework.
correct, so Mr. Hanakna also gets a point. The points mean nothing.
Breaking news.
Dave's questions. Telegram, a popular instant messaging app, has introduced a feature to control this. It allows admins of a group to have more control over messaging in the group and aims to make messaging in groups, quote, more orderly, and aims to, quote, raise the value of each individual message. What are they aiming to control?
Cyberbullying?
How often users can message the group. It can be set between 30 seconds to 1 hour and limit the individuals from
spamming.
sending messages too often. Checkpoint
Okay.
Software Technologies issued a report a day ago that detailed how its security researchers were able to remotely install malware on this device. Researcher Eyal Itkin found that a hacker can easily plant malware on this type of device. He says that the standard picture transfer protocol is an ideal method for delivering malware. It's unauthenticated and can be used with both Wi-Fi and USB. The report notes that an individual with an infected Wi-Fi access point could deploy it at a tourist destination to pull off an attack or infect a user's PC. What kind of technology was found to be vulnerable?
Jeez.
I have a guess.
Literally no idea. iPhones.
DSLR camera.
What?
What?
In the
Why
wake
do
of
they have
several
Wi-Fi?
Radio frequency on a lot of the older ones. It's what?
in the wake of several mass shootings in the U.S. over the past week, Walmart has decided to pull these from its stores. Surprisingly, it will still remain the U.S.'s largest gun dealer.
Smart gun locks?
Violent video
game
games.
No idea.
Displays.
Oh, video games.
Just the
Well, they're
displays.
not pulling them from the shelves. They're hiding them.
Yep. No displays, but they'll still sell the guns and
Yeah.
they'll still sell the violent games, just no displays. Huawei has revealed its rival to Android called This. Richard Yu, the CEO of Huawei's Consumer Business Group, announced the software Friday at a developer conference in, I don't know this city name in China. We will switch to this system when we can't use Android, he said, adding that it is, quote, not difficult to migrate away from Android to Huawei's own system. What is the name of this operating system?
You know, it's funny. I think I actually saw this article, but I glanced over it. I didn't look. You know, it was like the Huawei Mobile OS or something like that. I don't remember the name of it.
Harmony.
Harmony is correct. Cody does not get a point for that.
Yeah, I get 0 points.
Nice.
So with a grand
Should've.
score of 1-0, Cody wins.
No.
Let's just we can do for fun. Who you can buzz in with your name.
This is
I'll
all
ask
or
the
nothing,
last
all or
question.
nothing.
It's not all or nothing.
It is all or nothing, Mark.
So you have to buzz in with your name. Over Skype, it should be real easy, and no issues at all. Apple extended this program to include Mac OS with $1 million in rewards. It now includes Mac OS, tvOS, watchOS, and iCloud. Apple hopes it increases the likelihood that security researchers and black hat hackers report vulnerabilities to the company. Cody,
We each got the same article at work, so I feel like it's kind of cheating.
what is it?
It's the bug finding.
Sure, it's called the Bug Bounty Program, but yes.
Yeah, we
Good
both
job,
got
Cody.
I feel like that was definitely. You set that up for me to win. Thanks, Mark. I
It
appreciate
was a
the
tiebreaker.
love.
Harmony does
Victorious.
sound weird.
Harmony OS. And I love that they're straight up like, you know what? We don't even care if Android or Google, Google says, no, you can't use Android anymore. We can switch easily.
It's
And
not
it'll
even
be better.
Google. It's the stupid U.S. government. Google's saying you can't do it because the U.S. government's restricting us. Anyway.
I need to read the news
That was
more.
exciting. That was straight up like, wait, don't tell me. That was terrifying, and it makes me think I would do terribly on wait, don't tell me.
I think
because
that
they're,
theirs
like,
are somewhat
60
easier.
seconds of questions, so.
Yeah. So what I found was easier to do instead of, because I was just going through like my Google feed and like, oh, here's some stories and emailing them to myself. But then I was like, why don't I just go to websites like The Verge and Tech Radar and Android Police and find the news that way? They can give me the news and I'll just ask it. So it was easier to do it that way. Harmonica, that's what they should call it. Here's a fun one.
Breaking news.
I gotta find a different sound for the quiz game.
Okay.
August 9th of what year? So you guys are both gonna guess, and the closest without going over on this game. The first email from space. August 9th of what year? Astronauts aboard the space shuttle Atlantis, mission STS-43, used an Apple Macintosh portable computer to send what's considered the first email from space. Using the Apple Link online service, Atlantis astronauts Shannon Lucid and James C. Adamson sent the following message. Hello, Earth. Greetings from the STS-43 crew. This is the first Apple Link from space. Having a great time. Wish you were here. Send Cryo and RCS. Hasta la vista, baby. We'll be back. The Apple Link software on the Macintosh was specially configured to connect to NASA's communication system, which allowed the shuttle to interface with Apple's proprietary network from space. The Macintosh Portable itself only had very minor modifications to operate in space. What year was the first email sent from space?
I don't know, but that seemed really cringy, that message.
Yeah, it's terrible.
that
It was
was
91.
Asta. What? 91?
Oh, yeah. 91.
Yeah, Mark, you screwed up for once. Oh my gosh, how many years has it taken?
We haven't even been doing it 2 years.
Breaking news.
Oh, that was great.
I was going to say the Hasta La Vista Baby was from Terminator 2, which came out in 91. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Dave gets the point.
I would have guessed 2000, so I don't. You're okay. You win.
2018.
The year
Yes,
was
2019.
19. Just kidding. August 8th of what year? I'll try not to say the year on this one. Project Chess gets approval. The Project Chess team at IBM shows a prototype microcomputer to their corporate management. Management gives approval for the team to build an operational computer within a 1-year deadline to compete in the rapidly emerging personal computer market. 1 year and 4 days later, the IBM PC is introduced to the world, and the rest is history. Project Chess gets approval in what year? And I'll try not to say it this time. August 8th of what year?
1991. I don't know.
I guessed first last time, so.
You didn't guess at all.
True.
I guessed first.
Let's see.
That's right.
I was gonna
No
say,
way, it didn't happen. Surprise. Trick question. Dave still wins.
No, Project Chess. Microcomputer.
1982.
Cody, your guess.
1985.
You're both over.
Do we have to do Price Right rules, or can Dave just win that one?
You don't want to guess again?
Oh no, you go first.
75.
69.
The correct answer is 1980. So Dave wins.
Aw.
And I won the other one. I said the answer first.
Good job. I'm so proud of you, Mark. You've never won one before.
Good job.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Yahoo!
These were harder to find this time. They're not
Yes.
great.
You're struggle bussing.
But Yahoo Answers user Jifat asks, how can I easily hack my boss Wi-Fi password? I have an iOS device.
Use your DSLR camera.
Yeah, you got to look that one up because you did not believe that.
That's insane. I really don't think there's an easy way to hack it. The way we used to do it as kids is we would plug it in. Not plug in. We would install keyloggers
Plug
on
it in.
computers. But you don't have to put in a Wi-Fi password too often, so that's going to be tough.
Well, if you really wanted to go the hacker route, you can go to
Hacker Man.
Hack. Yeah, well, you go to Hack 5. You can get yourself a what is it called? Not the rubber ducky, the Wi-Fi pineapple.
Oh,
Yep.
kinky.
Yeah, and you can use that. And when he connects, I think you could pick up the password through the pineapple. Not sure.
Yeah, I have a buddy that has a pineapple, and it's insane. He just clicks a button, and it ends up putting up like 800 SSIDs, and if anyone connects to any of them, he has everything on their phone.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, you match the SSID to the boss's router on the pineapple, and you flip it on, and hopefully he connects to that one first, or if he disconnects and reconnects, he'll connect to you first, hopefully, and then you own everything.
Noise.
Nice.
Bob's your uncle.
Cody, do you have a sound? So I hear it like ping every time Discord is used.
I actually heard that too.
I only have it
Oh,
open
yeah.
on my phone,
I
so
mean, it shouldn't ping through this, I wouldn't think.
I hear bing.
Unless it's coming through your speaker.
No,
Oh, maybe.
shouldn't have anything on my speak. That would be. I have my
It's gonna be
monitor
very
speakers.
echoey. Yahoo Answer user Smith
Oh, sorry.
asks, is the camera always alert, or is there a sleep setting that takes some time to activate?
What camera?
What camera?
are we discussing?
Exactly.
I have cameras at my place that were always alert. They're on the lookout. And they're always recording.
So the answer, as a lot of the questions that are asked on Yahoo Answers, is it depends.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of camera you're talking about. Even if you say webcam, it depends on your specific webcam. Like some of them will have sleep settings, but some of them don't. It just depends.
Mhm. Even
There's
if you have a
not
DSLR camera, it could be recording you now. Like, who would have flipping guessed?
Don't you? Yeah. Don't you have like a Waze camera? What is it? Not Waze. What's it called?
Wise.
Wise.
Wise camera.
Yeah. Waze is
I
like
have
the
several Wise
Waze
cameras.
got
Oh,
bought
that's
by
something I
Google
did.
Maps.
I love the Wise camera.
Yeah, I installed 5 Wise cameras. One of them I plugged into a USB hub because I was like, I don't have enough plugs over here. And then I plugged in the wrong AC adapter to the USB hub, so it caught on fire. And then the camera caught on fire.
It caught
You're
on
right,
fire
does
again.
like you.
Yeah, it was bad. I put them both in the sink and soaked them in water so I'd ensure that it would not do anything
You
bad.
should be doing the bonus videos. That's what some of mine are going to be. I'm not going to catch anything on fire, but
Ooh. I
Yeah.
can
Wait,
spit
actually,
fire.
Cody should do the bonus video, but make it like where he's trying out a piece of technology and let it catch fire. Every episode, something catches fire.
There's
Yeah.
that
That would be fantastic.
There is that like tech YouTuber who he just does stuff like that, and he always electrocutes himself. And
oh,
puts like he'll put a
That's
knife
great.
in a toaster just to show the effects on the human body, and it's insane.
Yeah, don't do that.
Now he's dead. Yahoo Answers user
Yes.
anonymous. We'll call.
Chicken.
Chicken asks,
Oh
what is better, Yahoo or Instagram?
wow! Are those two things you can even compare? What is
Drastically
better,
different.
ground beef or apples? Huh?
Those are at least, yeah, I guess.
Those are both edible. You're right. That's somewhat closer. What's better,
I would have to
toenails
say-
or dogs?
I would have to say Instagram,
Yeah.
even though I don't really use Instagram.
Certainly.
But
Unless you have an email with Yahoo, then you probably like it more.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
confused. We have our business Facebook, because Facebook owns Instagram. So somehow, I know that. I mean, I know that they're linked, so you can have whatever your business ad or whatever show up on Instagram. But somehow there are likes on the Instagram post from Facebook for the company, but there's no actual post on Instagram. So I can view the insights on our marketing app for the post, how many people have liked it, but there is no actual post. So it's very confusing.
Yeah, one of our
That is
team
confusing.
members showed me a screenshot that someone sent her because there were our ads playing on Instagram.
Yeah, I
And I
saw
was like,
that.
I honestly didn't even know we had that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You sent me that?
I saw
Mhm.
that. I may have sent it to you. I probably
Oh,
did not
someone
send
else
it to
sent
you
it to me,
because
for sure.
so we use
Oh, yeah.
our
No
VoIP
MMS.
system updated, and it's got some cool updates on the mobile app. But now on iOS 13 beta, I can send Cody image messages again through that app. So that's what I usually do because I still can't send MMS to an Android phone right now. Thanks, iOS beta.
True.
Yahoo Answers user Soul asks, website designer refusing to give up domain and claiming we will lose all positive reviews we've accumulated if we cancel monthly service.
Damn.
If someone built your website and they charge monthly, can they refuse to give up the domain if you cancel their services? And I want to build my own website. And also, they're saying the reviews we received while utilizing their webpage will be void and affect our ratings. Is that allowed?
Depends on
think it
what's
would
in
be-
your agreement.
Yeah, that's true. I think it would be hard to go after him for it.
Yeah.
If it's in his name, that's going to be it's going to be a battle. I think.
Yeah. We've recently gone through something similar, and we were really afraid that was going to happen, but everyone was professional, so.
Yeah.
good.
Including me, who is not a professional web designer. But I am now. Yahoo Answers user Anonymous will call Billiam asks,
Billiam?
yep, what is the difference between active and passive Bluetooth headphones?
That's a good question. Is that a thing?
I don't even know that is a
Mark,
thing.
you have so many Bluetooth headphones. How many are active and how many are passive?
Well, so here's what I think that they are confused about. I think they're
Noise
talking about
canceling.
noise cancellation. Yeah.
Yes.
So active
Really?
noise cancellation. I don't really know what passive is, but active is like going white noise into your ears. So I
Yeah.
have some that are like that, and then that blocks out the sound. Like when if you go to therapy, I go to therapy. They have a white noise machine, so you can't hear what happens on the other side of the door. So it's like that in your earphones, and it takes a lot more of the battery to use that feature. I don't really know what passive is, other than
I think
it doesn't make any noise, and it's just like seals your
figured-
ears.
really good padding for the ears.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like it's like extra foam. I don't know. Or I have if they're earbuds, yeah, then it would be like they're almost made like earplugs to block
Oh,
sound.
Cody's moving his camera.
Hey,
yeah, I need to
Nice,
stand up, but you can't see what's down there.
You need to
Nice
stand
smoke alarm.
up.
are you still playing with the Hulk?
Yeah, I'm trying to find batteries.
I
for
saw
it.
that. Is he
Didn't
going to say
realize
something?
he was missing batteries. I was gonna make him say "Gotta smash" or whatever the heck he says.
You make him say puny god.
Got a blast.
He's
Is
not
that
that
what he
new.
says?
This Hulk is from like the 90s.
Hulk got a blast.
Speaking of the 90s, Yahoo Answers user Natasha asks, can a 90s CD-ROM play in a Windows 10 laptop?
That's really cool that actually related
Yes.
because 100% of the time you say, speaking of the 90s, Cody, you're dumb.
I don't say that specifically. I just say some unrelated thing.
Mr. Hanaknal right now, scaring me a bit.
Where in the Discord chat?
In the Discord, he said, Cody, you left a toy behind you on the dresser. How does he know that story, Mark?
Because you said it on a podcast.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
I listened to every single one of these. I didn't.
Cody's just going to say on the podcast what happens in the Discord chat, so no one has a reason to pay us $7 a month.
Oh, crap. Sorry. I mean, get some money, pay Mark.
Also, you don't only have to message us during the podcast if you use the Discord app. I will message you any time of the day that I'm awake.
Well, Discord, yeah, is something that stays up on a computer and on my phone 24/7. So if you really wanted to like chat me up while I'm at work, and
but it's not called the Cody's Frontier, so Cody may or may not respond.
Yeah, I'm not even an admin on it. Like I feel like you're gonna make Mr. Hanakna an admin before me.
Maybe Mr.
do
Hanaka has to
more work.
decide if and when he wants to be on a podcast episode. We can do 4.
Yeah.
It's just Skype.
Yeah.
User Yahoo Answers user DWB asks, are there
DWB.
any sites to look up phone numbers that you don't have to pay for at all? Most ask for a $1 one-time payment.
Phone number
Spy
two.
dialer.
That's what I use too, is to check. But I mean, it does the voicemail. It doesn't work very well anymore. I don't know why.
It does name, voicemail, and it also if there's reports of phone spam that I've seen. I use it all the time. That one, and there's another one that used to be better, but it still kind of works. It's Who Called, but it's without the E at the end. It's HWOCALLD.
Who called?
Who called?
Who called me?
Who
called
just
me?
called me?
Weird.
That one's pretty good too. If there's sometimes I don't know what differentiates when this happens, but if you put a phone number in and it whatever, it knows it or it doesn't know it, sometimes there's a feature that you can hit a button and it'll call the number, and then it'll ask them, who is this? What is the name of your business? Why do you call people?
What is this?
And then it records them and puts their answers up on the webpage for their phone number.
Huh.
So you can hit play and you'll hear like, yes, hello, this is American Express. Why are you asking me questions? It's actually some of them are really funny. That's good.
That was a good accent. Yahoo Answers user USA Link System asks, Cody, what marketing podcast can't you live without and why?
I just removed myself from all of those, Mark. Why do you ask me this?
I need to listen to some so I know how to do marketing.
I don't even know. I was listening, I don't know. There's a YouTube channel that was really good, but I feel like they're all just trying to get traffic to their website, so I don't know whether or not to trust them. Like, don't tell me your secrets if you're trying to use those secrets.
Here's your secret. Here's all my secrets. All you have to do is join my mailing list.
Yeah, which our website now does.
Yeah, it doesn't say you get anything for it. It's just like, do you want to do it?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Do you wanna? Yahoo Answer user Mackenzie asks, what could be wrong with the Wi-Fi? Additional details. I'm a nanny, irrelevant, and work for a family who's pretty laid back. They gave me their Wi-Fi info, and for the first week I was able to connect. However, since then it hasn't worked. I'll try to connect and it'll say unable to connect or incorrect password. I know the password I have is the right one. I've tried forget this network, have reset network settings, and have turned off, restarted my phone. None of that helps me connect. I don't know where the router is to turn it off and on again, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to mess with that. They have a baby monitor that uses Wi-Fi. Even though that cuts out often, it still works. What could be the problem, and does anyone know how to fix it?
Sounds
I
like
wouldn't mess with stuff that's not your own. So.
No,
Yeah.
it's not yours. I wouldn't mess with it, but it does sound like it needs like the right amount. It needs to be rebooted.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That'd be a guess.
I had to do that to mine. Maybe like once a month. It'll be like,
Wow.
you can't play HBO Go. You can't Chromecast HBO Go to the TV. So I'll be like, or it'll do it, but then it'll play like 5 seconds and then it'll do the little 3 dots for 5 seconds. And then it'll play 3 seconds and it'll do the little dots again. Like, oh, restart the router and then it's fine. Everything's
Yeah, that's
fine.
so annoying when Netflix ends up going into like 260 mode or whatever the heck it would be. 240 mode. It's
Pixelation.
like you can count the pixels at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's atrocious.
Oh my gosh. Just give up Netflix if you're gonna do that.
Give up.
Can't get it up.
Oh, yeah. Where's that one?
But I can't get it up.
Do ladies work here?
Yeah.
That brings us
news.
to
Fake news.
the end
Fake news.
of the podcast. Cody, have you thought about what you fuck with this week?
You like that?
Whatever that was.
I really need to sell 3 of my cars and my laptop and my
3 of
spare
your cars.
Switch games. Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
That's what I messed with, is trying to sell stuff. Anyone want to buy a Hulk?
Oh,
Is that
what is
Eric
Hulk
Bana
say?
Hulk or is that
Got a
Mark
blast.
Ruffalo Hulk? I
This
wonder who
is
that
me. Dave,
It's
this
you.
is me, Hulk.
Cody
Hulk.
did go as the Hulk one year at Halloween, didn't you? You went as a baby in a diaper.
Hulk, yeah. No, I
Baby
was.
Hulk.
No, I was. What was I?
I think
No,
you were the Hulk
stop,
one time.
Mark. You're messing with
If
my
I can find the
historical
picture,
information.
I'll post it on our Instagram. I'll post it on our Patreon if I can find the picture. Everyone can see it if you're a patron.
Special
I
content.
look just like this Hulk. here.
Yeah,
Ah.
that'll be fun. We can put that on our business Instagram this year. All of our pictures.
Oh, okay. I'm like, all of my pictures, Mark? That's typically what it's going to be you making
I don't
fun
dress
of
up
me.
as anything.
This guy works it with you. Do you really want to sign up for this business if he works here? No.
Cody fucks with selling things, I fuck with going to Idaho in a month's time. What I found out is that it definitely is. I'm going there before school starts, so that's good. I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to skip a day of class because I'm only taking one at this point. I need to take a math class, but I haven't taken the placement again, and I'm not good at math. So I have to figure that out if I'm going to do that or wait an entire extra semester to finish school for this associates. But anyway, I figured out that class starts after I get back, so that'll be good.
Nice.
Nice. Cody's contribution.
Oh, wow.
Dave, what do you fuck with this week?
What do you mean?
Well, I will be fucking with my new laptop a lot.
Hey,
Yes.
gotta configure it.
A lot of stuff on there. Oh God, yeah, I love it. Though. I love it when it's brand new.
Yeah,
You gotta play
know?
Gary's mod because that's what Mr. Hanok now has been playing while acting like he's listening to us.
I love
he's playing it
Gary's
right
mod.
now.
That's what it says in Discord. It said he's playing Gary's mod.
I love Gary's mod. That's fun.
I've never played it.
Also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of something called Auto IT.
Not sure I have.
It's a free automation tool, and you can use it to like for repetitive tasks, almost like a macro maker, where you can like click. If you have like a repetitive task of doing things on a PC, it'll do that. But I'm going to try to use it for. I write a lot of batch files, like DOS batch files, to do stuff in Active Directory, turning off hibernation on PCs, pulling up PC information. I have all these batch files. I have so many of them, and they're really good. They make the job a lot faster for what I do sometimes. So Auto IT apparently, yeah, well, I'd say most of the time. So this is supposedly, you can also make like a GUI menu for that will call anything. You can do Python scripts, you can do PowerShell stuff, DOS batch files, anything you want. So I'm going to make like I'm going to bring it all together in a
like
a
that?
menu system, and it's going to be cool. I want to learn how to do that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can set up an automated script to run the podcast for us.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Just based
fantastic
off
idea.
of a soundboard.
Yeah. Yep. It just senses like there's AI in there that learns when to play it.
Yeah.
Every time I say the word Lori, it goes, my wife.
My wife.
It's so much better with this being this close. I can press anything I want.
Naughty. You were so naughty.
Oh, dang. Wow, I said naughty twice.
Yeah.
Now
You were
3
so
times.
naughty.
You gotta
Naughty.
throw in a pig penguin in there sometimes.
Oh yeah. I don't know where that is on here anymore. Let's see. Here it is.
My mom's a penguin. My dad's a pig. I'm a pig penguin.
penguin. We got to turn
Program.
I
You know
just
what?
threw away all of those photos or those.
We got to challenge anyone that listens to auto tune that into a real song.
Yeah.
How fantastic would that be?
Man.
They're pretty good. Maybe next week we'll talk about terminal server, Cody. How do you feel about
Oh
that?
no! Please no! We need to talk after the podcast. They called again,
Ah.
and it was a 20-minute conversation.
Maybe we'll talk about it next week. I don't want to talk on the show about it.
Oh man!
Probably a
It's
very long
So
conversation.
much.
You've been listening to Help Desk Nightmares on the Halfway Network. Help Desk Nightmares is created by Mark E., Cody T. with Dave G. It is edited by Mark. It is produced by Mark, as well as our patrons
flows
Austin
so
and
well.
Cayman. If you like the show, for others like it, check out halfwaynetwork.com. Leave us a review on iTunes so other people can find the show. Follow us on Instagram at Help Desk Nightmares. To become a patron, visit patreon.com/helpdesknightmares, or for show notes and links, visit helpdesknightmares.com.